Imagine a world before Japan existed. No islands, no mountains, only swirling chaos, drifting in endless silence. Then, a spark. A pair of divine beings descend with a jewel-tipped spear, and with one simple motion, dripping into the cosmic ocean, the islands of Japan are born. This is the world of the Kojiki, Japan's oldest book, a mixture of divine mythology, political propaganda, and ancient poetry. But behind these sacred stories lies something deeper, a window into how early Japan understood the universe, power, and the gods. In today's documentary, we'll explore Japan's creation myths, the gods who shaped the islands, the descent of the imperial lineage, and the hidden political motives behind the text. This is the story of the Kojiki, the record of ancient matters. The Kojiki, completed in 712 CE, is Japan's oldest surviving book. It was compiled by Ono Yasumaro based on the memorized recitations of Hieda no Are, a master storyteller. But contrary to what many believe, the Kojiki wasn't written for entertainment or religion. It had a political purpose. The Yamato court wanted to establish the emperor's authority, claim divine descent, unite powerful clans under one mythology, preserve oral traditions rapidly disappearing in a changing Japan. So the Kojiki blends myth with state ideology. Before the world took shape, the universe was a swirling, formless sea. From this chaos emerged the first gods, the Kotoa Matsukami, silent primal beings who simply were. Then came the divine pair Izanagi and Izanami. They stood on the bridge of heaven, the Amino Ukihashi, and stirred the ocean below with the jeweled spear, known as the Amino Nuboko. As they lifted the spear, droplets fell, solidifying into an island. This island became Onogoro Shima, their divine home, and so began Japan. On Onogoro Island, the two deities performed a ritual marriage. But their first attempt was flawed. Izanami spoke first, and their union produced malformed offspring. Only after correcting the ritual did they succeed. Together they gave birth to the islands of Japan, rivers, mountains, forests, countless kami, spirits that inhabit every part of nature. But creation came with danger. In giving birth to the fire god Kagutsuchi, Izanami was fatally burned. Her death sets the stage for one of the Kojiki's darkest scenes. Unable to accept her death, Izanagi traveled to Yomi, the shadowy land of the dead. There, he found Izanami's corpse, rotting, crawling with demons. Terrified, he fled. Izanami, now a vengeful goddess, chased him to the border of the underworld. Izanagi sealed the entrance with a massive boulder. This moment, a boundary between life and death, marks the birth of spiritual purity in Japanese thought. To cleanse himself, Izanagi performed a ritual washing known as misogi. From this purification came new gods. From his left eye, Amaterasu, the sun goddess. From his right eye, Tsukuyomi, the moon god. From his nose, Susanoo, the storm god. These three children will determine the future of both heaven and earth. Amaterasu ruled the heavens with radiant order. Susanoo was wild, emotional, unpredictable. Their conflict became legendary. Susanoo stormed into the heavens, destroying the rice fields, throwing a flayed horse into Amaterasu's weaving hall, and causing the accidental death of her attendants. Horrified, Amaterasu hid inside the heavenly rock cave, plunging the world into darkness. To lure her out, the gods staged a divine performance. The goddess Ami no Uzume danced atop a sacred tub, causing the other gods to roar with laughter. Curious, Amaterasu peeked out. A mirror reflected her light. The gods yanked open the cave, and sunlight returned to the world. Banished from heaven, Susanoo wandered the mortal realm. There he found a grieving family. Their daughters had been devoured, one, by an 8-headed serpent, Yamata no Orochi. Susanoo devised a plan. He brewed sacred sake and placed it in 8 barrels. The serpent drank deeply, fell into a drunken sleep, and Susanoo struck. When he sliced open the dragon's tail, he found a legendary sword inside, Kusanagi no Tsurugi, a weapon that would later become part of the imperial regalia. To bring order to the mortal world, Amaterasu sent her grandson Ninigi no Mikoto down from heaven. She gifted him 3 sacred items: the mirror presented to Amaterasu, the curved jewel Yasakani no Magatama, the sword Kusanagi. These became the 3 imperial regalia, symbols of the emperor's divine legitimacy. Ninigi's lineage leads directly to Emperor Jimmu, the first legendary ruler of Japan. Through this genealogy, the Kojiki ties the imperial family to the gods themselves. Now let's step out of mythology and into the politics of early Japan. The Kojiki was compiled during the Nara period, a time of rapid change. Chinese political systems were being adopted. Literacy and bureaucracy were expanding. Rival clans traced their ancestry to different local gods. The Yamato court needed a unifying narrative. The Kojiki served this purpose perfectly. By claiming descent from Amaterasu, the imperial court positioned itself as divinely chosen, the only rightful rulers of Japan. This made the Kojiki not only a mythological text, but a political document. Unlike the later Nihon Shoki, the Kojiki is more poetic, emotional, and myth-driven. It preserves ancient songs, early Japanese dialect, local myths, pre-Buddhist beliefs, Shinto origins. It's rawer, more personal, more mythic, a rare window into the earliest Japanese worldview. The Kojiki still influences modern Japan. Shinto rituals, seasonal festivals, emperor enthronement rites, shrine architecture, Japanese storytelling and folklore, national identity. Every torii gate, every shrine, every tale of a kami in a forest or river, they all echo the Kojiki. The Kojiki is more than a collection of myths. It's the story of how a nation imagined itself into existence. If you enjoyed this journey through Japan's ancient past, please like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into unpopular Japanese history.